Anybody?
We're going to do that.
You are?
Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. I didn't want to compete with your thing. So we'll get that done after the 15th of December.
All right. Well, we're talking about 4 common mistakes. We're heading down the downstretch here. The final mistake, just recapping, the first mistake is not understanding what market value on your trade really is. The second mistake is focusing on dealer profit, not necessarily your best deal. Third mistake was not using the internet or the internet department to help you buy an automobile. Travesty. Gotta do that one. The last mistake, Chip, is coming into the dealership with a check. So let me check.
That's a mistake.
So let me check your school knowledge here, your
All
auto
right.
knowledge. We've mentioned this in various forms of fashions in the past. Why is that a mistake for a consumer?
Well, I didn't used to think it was a mistake, but if I remember from a couple weeks ago, because if you finance with the dealer, often he is going to get a kickback from the finance company where you can get a really good deal.
Okay. The premise is exactly correct, but here's the deal. You can't sell cars and bait people by saying, if you finance, we'll give you this, or if you buy a warranty, we'll do this. You can't do that. However, in understanding the whole part of a car deal and understanding the profitability of a dealer, what the dealership always looks at more than ever, and again, I shouldn't lump everybody. Maybe people look exactly on every deal, but all the dealers and corporate companies I've been involved with in the past, we look at averages. How much are we making per car, total combined? The total combined is what you made on the automobile, plus we have the opportunity, just like Robbins Federal Credit Union or some of the Mid-South, some of these great credit unions out there, we have the option of having the opportunity to sell additional insurance products that are available. Good products. Some aren't worth the paper they're written on, and some are. And we can get into the research of what's available, and I'd like to do that one time as well. But, gap insurance, like we talked about earlier, that's a must-have if you put no money down. We sell extended service contracts. Road hazards and so forth, things that may with tire and wheel and low jacks and navigation, car finders for theft protection, and some of these items that are very affordable. Well, we get commissions on those. Okay, so we have the opportunity to make a couple $100 here, $150 there. Well, what the dealership does, what we do all the time is we look at a deal when a consumer is offering us, let's just say, an invoice deal, or maybe a $500 below invoice deal on a car that we've had for a long time and everybody knows it. We're taking a hit. We're more apt to take that deal if we know as a dealership that they're going to finance with us. Because if we have the opportunity to make some additional commissions, the deal now, a $1,500 in the bucket deal, so to speak, or a loss deal, so to speak, it's very painful if there's nothing, if you're just giving us a check. However, like we talked about earlier, like Southeast Toyota and American Honda Finance and, Ally Finance, GMAC, a lot of these manufactured entities, not all of them, so I don't want to lump them all together, but most of them will give the dealership as incentive to give them contracts. Hey, you send me all your business. Instead of going to Bank of America or Fidelity, send them to me, the Honda guy, or send them to me, the Toyota guy. We'll cut you back $150 for the first 10 contracts, and then the next 20 will give you $200, up to maybe $300 or $400 a car. Well, though that plays a big part. If you're sitting there on the 30th of the month and you're offering us a ridiculous deal, but we know, man, if we go through Southeast Toyota on this deal, we could get $17,000 back. Let's do the deal. That's a no-brainer. Let's take the hit on the car. But if you walk in with a check and you say, look, here's my check, you're not financing, we know our options are very limited. Because, look, if I put myself in your shoes, I've got a check. I've already talked to don't talk to me about nothing. I'm good. Here's the money. And that's fine if you want to do that. But where I believe that can be a mistake is that the old theory back in the day, people would have this mindset, hey, if I pay you cash, I'm getting the best deal. Well, again, paying cash to the dealership, whether it's your cash, whether
Bank
it's
of America's
Bank
cash.
of America, or Toyota's cash, we're getting paid within 2 or 3 days of the contract, whether we send it in and get it approved or whether you bring us a check, it's all cash.
Yeah.
So all that does is cut out any opportunity that the dealership could have some profitability, which a lot of times dealers are volume mindset. And the reason why is because we want to earn customer service business and relationship. We want to meet our customers and make sure that over the years we're like the guy that cuts the hair. We're like the dentist. You don't typically change those people. But with car dealerships, people, they go anywhere to get their car serviced. And the only way you can really build relationships is by, again, going back to what we talked about before, creating that win-win situation to where a consumer knows That's my dealership. Those are the people I do business with. Those are the people I trust. That has to be earned. So when you walk in with a check, you just need to know that you could leave some money on the table. Does that mean you're going to get a bad deal? No, absolutely not. You still, again, if you use the internet and you've already worked out your best deal, doesn't matter what the dealership makes or doesn't make, right? We talked about that.
Right.
Mistake number 2.
Right.
So the bottom line is to be educated, to know all the segments. There's more to a good deal than just price, right, Chip?
Right.
That's what we talked about.
Yep.
There's trade, there's finance, there's the price of the car, there's term, there's interest rate. There's a lot of factors. And the key is, if you go in with the mindset that I'm going to win on everything and the dealer's going to lose on everything, well, that's a win-lose situation. If it was flipped around and you lost on the rate, you lost on the term, you lost on the trade, you lost on the price of the car, that's not a good deal for anybody. So that is recapping the 4 most common mistakes when buying a car, and I'm sure I could come up with another 4, but those really hit me as something that I wanted to educate everybody with this afternoon and really go through and make sure everyone's clear. Again, car buying should be a fun process, and if I can contribute to that and you guys are more educated, a dealer loves an educated buyer. Because when you're educated, we know you don't have to shop 8 different places to get your best deal. We already know you know. So let's just cut through it. Let's just get right on it, and let's just let's talk frank with each other and make the deal. And it should be an enjoyable experience.
Very good. All right, that's great, Louie. And you want to mention the Facebook fan page for you?
Yes. And if you want an extra $500 around Christmas time or right before Christmas time, we're serving it up. We're gonna go through and randomly select one Facebook fan. A lot of you hear the commercials, 30,000. A lot of folks thought I was a bit optimistic, but we did get around 700 last month. So we're making some headway. But the good news is in 2012, Chip, I'm going to do a lot of things with Facebook. Even if you're a fan, if you've never bought a car from us, we're gonna put some service specials out there. We're gonna have some fun stuff. We're gonna do some things with the community. We're just gonna have fun with it. And I think if you're a fan, at least for the short run right here, you have the opportunity to pick up $500 when we randomly select one individual. And when we do that, I'm gonna somehow get you on the air with Chip, and we're just gonna let people know that we made good on our promise, and we're gonna continue to build our fan page. So just go to Facebook, Louie Herron Toyota, and click "You Like It."
Very good. All right, back with more with Louie in just a minute. It's Super Thursday. Chip Linus along with Louie Herron from Louie Herron Toyota and theautoschool.com. Weather coming up, and let's see. We've got we've got the Righteous Brothers next on the dock.